This is Senator Barack Obama, and today is Thursday, May 11th, 2006. The other day I went to the gas station. Gas was $3.08 a gallon at the station where I stopped. It is rough on Americans across the country right now. Chicago has some of the highest gasoline prices in the country. I'm fortunate that I'm able to afford spending $50 on a tank of gas. There are a lot of families out there that can't. People who have to drive to work long distances, people who don't have the money to buy more fuel-efficient cars right now, and they've seen their standard of living drop substantially as a consequence of higher gas prices. Now, the only thing that's predictable as rising gas prices are the short-term political solutions that usually come along with them. You know, every year you have the same headlines, pain at the pump, and then Americans start emptying their wallets to fill up their tanks, and politicians go through the standard responses, tax rebates and tax holidays, and investigating price gouging by oil companies. Now, none of these proposals are going to do any harm. Some will provide Americans temporary relief at the pump, but in the long term, we can't keep on relying solely on quick fixes designed to placate an anxious public. We need proactive solutions that are designed to lessen our dependence on foreign oil and bring down prices for good. Washington privately understands this, but perhaps because of the influence of the oil companies, some of it having to do with ideology, Washington has just been unwilling to take the hard steps necessary to confront what I consider to be one of the most pressing economic and national security challenges of the 21st century. So, the time for excuses is over. Now's not the moment where we should be afraid of what is going to seem politically difficult or controversial. Now's the time to call for innovation and sacrifice from those institutions that can make a difference: the auto industry, the oil industry, the federal government.
What's next? I'll tell you what's next. New York City is in the middle of a heat wave. And every time I turn on TV, I have some moron telling me how I should conserve energy. How I should conserve energy. Are you freaking kidding me? This isn't 1960 and I don't live in Cambodia. It's 2008 and I live in New York City. I should be able to run my air conditioner 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I should be able to have every light in the freaking house on while I'm watching TV and playing on the computer and not worry about the electricity going out. Conserve energy? We shouldn't have to. If these freaking politicians just did their freaking job, we wouldn't have to. We wouldn't have to. What's next? What's next? What's next?
Is there anything we can do right now to lower gas prices? I'm Tom Udall, and first, stop hedge fund speculators from driving up the price of oil. Get oil companies to build new clean refineries in the U.S. to increase supply, or take away their tax breaks. And get serious about alternative energy. I'm running for the U.S. Senate, and I approve this message because record profits for big oil companies while we pay record prices for gas is wrong.
ancient Greece, the person who brought bad news was executed, and politicians who bring bad news frequently are not reelected.
Our political system is just controlled by major corporations. The steps we need to take to reasonably address this in some type of rational way require a downscaling. So if you're the CEO of a big company, are you going to contribute money to the politician who says, hey, I want to slow down the economy, I want to sell fewer cars, because we want people to drive less, and that'll cause, their cars won't need to be maintained as much. That will shrink the automotive manufacturing sector, which will shrink the entire economy. Nobody's going to vote for that. I don't even know if I'd vote for that.